Oh, I can start. Okay. Hey, God.
I was going to do a countdown, bro. All right, all right, all right. Countdown. Five, four, three, two, one.
Hey, guys. Welcome back to a very special episode of Money in a Pod. I know you normally guys normally see four of us, but today it's just three. Cash, Mason,
Yo,
Force me. So we're about to just give you a rundown of night one and two, and then Monday Night Raw.
mm-hmm. You guys want to get straight into night one?
Straight into it.
Get
Let's
And then
get
straight to it.
straight into it because it started off with one of the biggest superstars to join the company, I Show Speed, tagging with Logan Paul, Austin Theory, to go against LA Knight and the Usos. How did you guys feel about I Show Speed starting off WrestleMania?
Want to know
I
how I feel?
it was kind of legendary for him.
Right, right.
Mhm.
It's a good point.
I didn't care at all.
Of course. Here this
I didn't care. I'm like, all right, cool. I show speed. Who cares? Now, I like I show speed for his streaming and stuff like that. I never watched the streaming his, but he seemed like a cool kid. But as far as professional wrestling, I get the attraction, but hey, like what more what do you expect from it? Like really, like I'm just like, all right, cool. I feel like that match should have been for the tag team titles, if anything. That's how I feel. I feel like it could have at least been a little more importance to it because it's just like, all right, three people, just to get Osho speed in there, just to get a little buzz. Jay Uso just whipped Cameron ass the day before. Like, we need you, I feel like it should have been some importance there, you know? So, like I said, it's like, all right, I get it's a WrestleMania attraction, but who cares?
I understand that. I definitely feel like I kind of fall somewhere in the middle. I fuck with Speed. I haven't watched his like streams, but I always see a lot of his clips. A lot of his clips are always all over social media. And for me, I always fuck with a good person, and you can tell he's a genuine person. He always gives back, and there's
Yeah.
tons of video of him giving back, which I always love. I always fuck with a genuinely good person. Um, cool moment for him. Um, it was one of those things where it was like it just felt weird to me to see on a WrestleMania card. If it was anywhere else, I kind of wouldn't have mind. Maybe another PLE, I wouldn't have mind as much as it being WrestleMania. Like I'm sitting there, like boom, like and I can only imagine there's probably a lot of people having watch parties, and having the whole setup, and then let's go watch WrestleMania, and the first thing that comes out is I Show Speed. uh, it was a little weird to see. I definitely wasn't used to seeing that pop up, and like that's my especially when you look at night two. Not to skip into that, but just to compare it a little bit, they opened up with Oba Femi and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
That is such a big difference in opening a show, like such a night and day. The match was fun. I like I said, I should speed. I like that he did play into he is just a YouTuber. I like that he didn't pretend to be, like Jelly Roll, where Jelly Roll was almost he 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 kind of tries to be like an actual wrestler, you know. Um, ISO Speed didn't. He very much played that he was just a YouTuber. Yeah, he's very athletic, but that kind of also plays to his character. And yeah, he got a frog splash. Like he had a little spot here, a spot there, but he didn't try to become a full blown WWE superstar who you're supposed to take serious. So, uh, you guys want to do like a rating system, maybe?
Yeah,
One
hell
out of
yeah.
10. 1 out of 10. What do y'all give that match?
6.
Okay.
And that's being generous. Because everybody knows I'm Team J.
Yeah.
I don't even want to hear Cash's rating
Cash is
list.
just smiling.
I don't even want to hear it.
I give it a 2.
Damn.
See,
I
see,
give it a 2. I,
Hey,
I give it a 2 just because going in, I thought LA Knight was going to get buried. I thought he was going to take the pen. So saying them get the W, that's the only reason I'm giving it a 2. That's the only reason right there.
put
Oh,
him at 0.
I show speed that spot on the table. It was cool, I guess. That was
he
cool.
need to work. He need to work on his legs, cause the legs frailing like that. Mm,
So
me
yeah,
too.
I'm gonna be going with I'm gonna go with the 6-2. I think it was because for me, I look at 5 as average, like an average ass match. I'm gonna give it a 6 just because I did like the little bit of a character play between I Show Speed. I like that. Like I said, I see a lot of celebrities where we're supposed to be scared of them, and I love that I Show Speed was terrified of the Usos, terrified of LA Knight. That's what a celebrity should look like compared to a wrestler. I like that he made them look good. He made them look scary. He made them look tough. That's what I kind of like to see. So I'm gonna give it a 6 just to be slightly above average. But let's get into the next match, being Jacob Fatu going against Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match.
It could have been so much more violent. So
yeah, I
violent.
I agree.
No blood or nothing.
I agree. I feel like when you use the name unsanctioned, and I might be spoiled
And
from
they didn't even take it into the crowd or nothing. They just left
yeah,
it ringside.
yeah.
So
And
like
I go ahead.
I don't know. It didn't really feel unsanctioned to me. It felt like a regular ass. Uh,
No DQ.
yes, no DQ.
Yeah. And I feel the same way. I'm like I said, like I was about to say, I feel like I might be a little spoiled when it comes to unsanctioned because like on other companies, AEW, for example, when they say unsanctioned, they make an announcement before the match that AEW is not responsible for what you're about to see in this match. So when you hear unsanctioned, you thinking it's about to be some crazy stuff going on. So, maybe I set the bar too high for them. And mind you, this was an ESPN match as well. So mind you, it couldn't have been but so crazy. But yeah, I just feel like if they just said no DQ, all right, I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that. For a no DQ match, it's cool.
They
Now,
could have called it a street fight or something, but an unsanctioned
yeah,
match, it wasn't that.
now was it the worst match I seen? No. Was it the best? No. It was okay. I feel like which was a ongoing problem throughout the entire WrestleMania. I feel like if it was given more time to do some more things, maybe take it outside the ring, maybe take it into the crowd, maybe take it backstage and then work their way back into the ring. If it was able to do that, if they just give them extra 10 minutes to do that thing, I feel like it could have been more so of a better matchup than what we actually got.
I agree with you, but I want to play devil's advocate for a second, just to pick your guys' brain, because a big theme in it was people felt that the matches were too short, which I
Yeah.
do agree. I completely agree with you. But just to see the other head of it and wonder what you guys would think is, so let's say with this match could have been better. We're saying with more time, but let's say you are a wrestler, right? And they say, hey, you two got 10 minutes. Go try to steal the show. This is WrestleMania. That means you put your best spots all in those 10 minutes. Whatever was the best you were gonna do, you put it all in them 10 minutes. And I feel like what they did in those 10 minutes just was not like impressive. It just wasn't that. I don't know.
It felt like
Like
a speed challenge match. All the matches throughout night 1 and 2,
true.
except
I mean,
the main.
they needed time for ads, right?
Yeah,
Got to pay them bills. TKO is how much in debt?
A
Couple
whole
billion.
lot. Too much.
But
Gotta show that Mortal Kombat like 3 times.
bro, Mortal
Between
Kombat,
Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, I don't know what the fuck. I'm
Star
tired.
Wars, the
Yeah,
General,
yeah.
like
General.
everything,
There's
everything.
every ad. Um, yeah, I very much agree with you guys. The match is pretty short, and the match, I don't know, which is not impressive. It was not unsanctioned. It definitely didn't have that feeling of danger, and especially when just the night before, um, being SmackDown, right? Jacob
Hmm.
Fatu came out in a cop car and stood on top of the cop car and cut a promo like he's about to go to jail again with what he about to do to Drew. And that we didn't see none of that.
Yeah,
We didn't see none of that at all. Like we didn't see any of that. So I definitely agree. What would your final ratings for that match be?
I'm torn between a 5 and a 6.
Mm.
It wasn't bad, but it didn't hold up to my expectations. The way they was going at each other on SmackDown, doing all this, it was not worth the hype. It did
That's
not
fair.
exceed expectations.
so you're going with a 5, 6.
Go with 5.5.
5.5. We will stick with 5.5.
Yeah, I think I'm in the same area. I think I give it a 5.
Wow, you're feeling generous.
Right?
You're feeling
Because I
because the
like
last
Drew. I
match
do
got a
like
2.
Drew.
The
So
last
look,
match got a 2.
I do like Drew a lot. I think Drew is an incredible worker. I think he's very clean in ring. Not too many slip ups, and not many slip ups at all. And I know I joked Jacob Fatu in our chats, but I like Jacob. I do like Jacob. So I feel like I'm gonna give it that 5 just because I'm probably a little biased on the two competitors that was in the match. But yeah, I feel like I just wish they got more time in that, honestly.
I'm gonna be going exactly where you guys are at 5. It was a very average match for me. And it's interesting that you say that because I do like both of them as well. I like Drew. I like Jacob. I don't know what went wrong in this feud or in this rivalry where it was like they were both not the best versions of themselves. I've seen them both in other rivalries where they were the best versions of themselves. And I don't know if they just didn't have that chemistry. I don't know what went wrong, but they did not bring out the best in each other at all.
I agree.
Chemistry wasn't.
Going
I,
into the next match. Oh, yeah, good.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say I got one thing to say.
go for
I feel like Drew McIntyre is just tired of being buried.
it.
Because, bro, I'm like, I thought Drew was going to pull it off just because it's like he was just you guys WWE champion a month ago, and then you have him losing at the beginning of WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
I I don't know if that was going to be the plan. Once again, if that was going to be the plan, give him more time, allow him to really become unsanctioned. If that was the plan, because Jacob has the background to do some unsanctioned match type shit. You know, he has the background. That's his whole character. So they should have just let him go crazy if that was going to be the outcome.
Yeah, I think that was always going to be the outcome. Only reason I'm saying that is because there has been heavy rumors that after Mania, Drew is already scheduled to shoot a movie.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So I already see it. Obviously, Drew's going to be shooting a movie. Who's going to actually be around Jacob? Jacob immediately, as we're going to talk about on Raw soon, already ran into the main event scene. So I see why they gave the win to Jacob over Drew, just because he was going to use it more at the time. But I mean, you're not wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if Drew
Yeah,
himself is kind of losing that like spark when it comes to just loving what you do.
yeah.
you're getting booked the way you're getting booked.
Yeah.
Heading straight into our next match, we have the Fatal 4-Way, which began as Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, going against Bayley and Lyra, going against the champions, the Irresistible Force, and the Bella Twins. That changed very quickly at the beginning of the match when Nikki continued to be injured and they introduced the return of Paige. How did you guys feel about this match?
Yeah, Ash, how'd you feel about that?
They could have kept this. They could have did this. They could have did this on Friday Night SmackDown or something. They could have kept it. This is why I feel like WrestleMania needs to go back to a one night format because of matches like this. And this is another reason why I feel like weekly television was trash throughout the build to WrestleMania. Because if you was to use matches like this, give them time and put them on the SmackDown, it will be okay and fine. But putting it on WrestleMania, I feel like this match was not WrestleMania worthy. It's a fatal four-way tag match. It went by once again went by way too fast, and it was just a nostalgia, just trying to get a nostalgia feel by having Paige win. The belt should have stayed with Nia Jackson, Lash Legend. The tag titles is just hot potato at this point. What are we going to expect from Brie Bella and Paige being a tag team? What is to expect from that? Nothing. Paige is washed up. Paige needs to sit her ass down. She's washed. She's not going to bring anything to this company. The last company she was in, they benched her because she was so washed up. They said, okay, we're going to sit your ass down. So WWE is picking up their trash and bringing it in, trying to get a nostalgia pop because that's what Triple H does. All he does is try to get some nostalgia pops, try to get some cheap pops so he can say, wow, look what we're doing. Look who's here. No, nobody cares about Paige. I don't care about Paige. Real wrestling fans don't care about Paige. They know that Paige will not do anything good for the WWE, anything good for the women's division. Paige needs to sit down. I don't care. Whatever. Like, who cares, bro? Nia Jax, Lash Legend. I'm sorry that they had to go through this. They should still be our tag team champions. And it's very, very, very unfortunate that they choose to make a decision like this just for a cheap pop.
Oh, you're done. I feel like you still got.
I'm done.
Mm, I don't even know how to add on to it. But do I feel like they should have won the titles? Probably not. Just like I told y'all, I feel as though that was one of them times where they changed the call mid-match because it genuinely seemed like she didn't know they were winning. That's the kind of reaction. That's what I took from her reaction. So, do I think it's fair that they let people just come straight in, get title shots? No, not really. If anything, I would have rather seen Lyra and Bayley take the title other than seeing Alexa and Charlotte get them back. But that's just me.
Yeah, we ain't just take the Bella Twins all the way out the equation and have this match on the SmackDown before Mania, if anything. And then if you take the Bellas out, you put Rhea Ripley in there with EO, and then take Rhea Ripley out of that world title match the following night.
All
Okay,
right.
so I have a completely different opinion. So for me, I love WrestleMania moments. And whether I mean, there's obviously some people who hate her, but there's a lot of people who love Paige, who love
I
that
love
era.
Paige.
Yes, and it's like seeing her come back. Yes, it's that nostalgia moment, and it's not a bad thing. I love having nostalgia come at WrestleMania. So seeing her come out definitely was nostalgic. Um, I do think it was a weird position to put her into this match. I do think it was weird. I really wanted to see her come back during the Becky Lynch and AJ program. I would have loved to see her come back during that, seeing as she has history with AJ. That would have really got a pop out of me.
Mm.
It was a little weird to see her get into this tag match, but I guess it was a last minute decision since they were like, okay, Nikki's injured, Nikki's not gonna make it. I guess we'll just throw Paige into here. It definitely felt that way. We needed a tag. I don't. We needed a tag team championship match. There's, in my opinion, when it comes to these big player leagues, especially WrestleMania, the titles have to be defended. It, which was even weird to me with the LA Knight situation as well, because there you have the tag team titles not being defended. I'm glad these tag team championships did get defended. I'll say the build was very weak. The match was just eh. Um, cool to see Paige back. Them winning, yeah, I'm a little. I get it. You don't. They didn't want Paige to lose on her first match, but at the same time, it just doesn't make sense because I do not see Paige tagging with Brie Bella. It just doesn't. It's off. Maybe they're gonna try to have a payoff with Nikki, maybe getting jealous and turning and beating on Paige for taking her spot. I'm not sure what they have planned. But I hope they try to do something with this because they're very much in an awkward booking spot with Paige as a tag team champion.
You can tell that she was actually pretty jealous in the ring. Like it was there. Like it's you can't not notice it. The way she looked at her, like, come on now. My whole thing is you didn't win the title, so why are you up at the desk talking like you did? Why are you there? You shouldn't be there.
Yeah, she was even at the Monday night after Raw, sitting with them as well. When they're like, "Oh, the tag team champ," they all stood up with the belts.
You standing up.
Yeah, she stood up on one leg.
Bro, I give that match. It was some good spots in it, so probably like a 7.5.
Nice. That's a good rating. That is a good rating.
What's the scale again?
1 to
One
10.
to 10.
If I can give it a 0, I would give it a 0. 1.
See, and you about to stop giving your input on the matches.
1.
Because one,
1. 1. Bro, what are we doing here, bro? It's WrestleMania, bro. Paige could have came out without a match. She could have just came out and said, "Hey, I'm back. All right, cool. Welcome back. Bye."
I'm gonna be giving this match a 6 out of 10. I think it was above average. I almost honestly I want to give it a 6.5. I'll give it a 3.5 just because like I do like the nostalgia. There were some decent spots. Um, I just wish for me I'm big on story, and I wish there was a lot more storytelling in the ring as well as outside of it. But that's pretty much gonna be my rating on it. Funny enough, we're going right into the next match, being another women's match, the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch going against AJ Lee.
Oh boy, here we go.
He just Dan Hughes in us right now. He just.
he about to go put that damn mask on. I bet you that's what it is.
I ain't getting the match yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Um, that match could have been so much better. It wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. The build up didn't give what it was supposed to give. AJ's still a little sluggish in ring since she's been back, but
You're not really
this is
back.
a,
You
this
make
is
appearances.
all right. Okay. This is another instance where they just keep recycling champions. I'm tired of seeing Becky as the Intercontinental Champion. I'm tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to do anything, at least put her in something else. Try tag team. I don't fucking know. Speed challenge champ. I don't know. She needs something different. Cause I'm tired of seeing her as the Intercontinental Champion.
Well,
Like that shit is ass.
Understandable.
yeah. So this is another match they could have kept. They could have just kept this. Like they shouldn't even have put this on Raw or SmackDown. Like they could have just completely kept this match. Like huh? Like, bro, AJ Lee, bro. AJ Lee, we just was talking about Paige's wash. I know someone that's more washed than Paige, and that's AJ Lee. Bro, I don't know what that match was. I could have went out there and I could have had a better match out there with a broomstick. Or I don't know if y'all watch GCW, but they have a character that's the Invisible Man, and it's supposedly it's really an invisible man.
You're right.
You can have a better match with the Invisible Man. Really, really. You can have a better match with the Invisible Man versus this AJ Styles Becky Lynch match. And bro, bro, they have been feuding since when? Since forever. Like when she came, AJ came back. What WrestlePalooza?
I believe so. Yeah, I
Yeah,
believe so.
it been the same thing since. The same thing. It. Come on, bro. We wasting this. We wasting the Intercontinental Championship at this point, bro. We wasting it. Same thing with the U.S. title, but that's a whole nother subject. But I feel like the women division. I probably take a step too further before I get all the way to the women's division. but but I don't know, man. Like I'm gonna stay with just this match and not go on about nothing else. This match,
We'll have time for that later.
yeah, this match was trash. They could have kept it. AJ Lee, your time is up, babe. You and your husband, y'all need to go make some children or something. Like go, yep, the time is done for both of you guys. Becky Lynch, I still like Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch, she still can get active, but she can't get active with a person like AJ Lee. It's just not happening.
Yeah, okay. I feel that with this match, man, I do agree that AJ still has been sluggish, coming back into it, and you do see it in the ring. Um, and definitely having WrestleMania, it's a big look. It's a big look where you're gonna be a lot more critically judged, and people are gonna notice a lot more. Um, my issue was always with this rivalry is I did feel like it was too long. I felt that this was the third time we're seeing AJ fight Becky Lynch in a row, back to back. AJ hasn't fought anyone else but Becky Lynch. And I think that is a major problem with it. It's like I didn't see anything in this third match that I didn't see in the second match that I didn't see in the first match. So I think that was another issue where it's like it felt repetitive. Yes, Becky won this one, but it didn't change the actual match. It didn't change the actual storytelling in the match. It was definitely rough. I think AJ does have a place, um, but I feel like when you see somebody come back, you want to see them go against either they could go against memorable opponents, but I also want to see them go against newer people, people who match AJ's vibe. Even being in the tag team division, I would love to see AJ in the tag team division helping put another girl on and taking her under her wing and kind of just giving back to the business on her way out. And I feel like the thing with Becky it dragged on for way too long. And yeah, I didn't feel like that was a match to make at Mania. Should have been someone else. AJ should have been doing something else. Yeah, that it was definitely a little rough. I do fuck with AJ. But it definitely was a bit of a rough watch.
I give it a 5.
Cash.
We don't
One,
want to know his name.
one.
I know it's a one. uh,
Yeah, definitely a one.
give it a 5. I'm agreeing right there with you. It's a 5. Average match.
Which
But
one?
it just looks worse on Mania. I feel like if it would happen somewhere else, it would look better. But on Mania, it looks worse. An average match looks really bad on such an unaverage show.
Yeah.
So moving on to one that fucking pissed me off.
Uh,
Gunther versus Seth Rollins. A match that wasn't even a thing like 2 weeks ago. Wasn't even a thing. And now it's right smack down in the middle of your WrestleMania. How did you guys feel?
They could have kept it. I
um,
would, if we would have known that we was finding out that Braun wasn't actually hurt, we could have just got that. But they'd be trying to force feed bad baby, boss baby in our mouth. We don't want that. We do not want that. Like literally, it's so like bland. Like I'm tired of seeing him. I'm tired of seeing him choke out my favorite people. Like you want to be the Legend Killer so bad, but you're not that. You're not that. That match actually, the match wasn't bad, but like it was unneeded and it was unnecessary to me.
yeah. Um, I agree. The match wasn't bad. Surprisingly, the match wasn't bad. But you're not going to get too many bad matches when you put Seth Rollins in it. Just being real. But yeah, what was the point? What was the
There was
point? It was no point at all to give this match the prestige that it gave this match that they gave this match. Um, I do feel like Braun Breaker. I I mean I think everybody that watched wrestling could have called Braun Breaker was going to interfere. So I feel like everyone's seen that coming. But he looked so good out there, and you telling me he couldn't get in that ring and have a match with Seth Rollins? Come on, no way, no way. What was the injury again? You guys remember? Because I don't remember the injury.
I am
I
not
don't.
sure. Honestly, I don't remember. I can look that up
Well, it
though.
don't even matter because he was running 100 miles per hour down the ramp. So he running 100 miles per hour down the ramp and then hitting pure bones. Bro, you all right. Like, you all right. You good. You can go. And then come back on Monday and do the same stuff. Come on now, bro. What's going on? So that's my biggest takeaway from that match is like, why couldn't it just be Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker? Why? But
I'm assuming that's what they're leading up to for SummerSlam.
oh, and I got one more big thing to say
He
because
had a
this
hernia, by the
A
way.
hernia injury.
okay, okay. My dad had a hernia and they sent his ass back to work a week later. He be all right. So look, check this out. There's one thing that I have a problem with from just this WrestleMania. And we'll get to it because it comes later as well. But WrestleMania kind of used some of these matches to build to another match. When WrestleMania is supposed to be the grand closing, the grand finale, this is where all the rivalries come to head. So with the Seth Rollins and Gunther, it wasn't even a rivalry to begin with. And I think Michael Cole, Wade Barrett, someone said this is the beginning of a rivalry. The beginning of a rivalry at WrestleMania is just crazy. But I feel like for the Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker situation, I feel like they use WrestleMania to build towards a future matchup with them when I feel like WrestleMania shouldn't even be used for that. I feel like WrestleMania is one of those shows where maybe if it really, really fits with the character, then you can have some interference. I feel like WrestleMania, everything should be damn near clean. So the Braun Breaker interference, that's when it turned into because it was a good match. Don't get me wrong, it was a good match. That's when it turned into a PLE match to a Raw match. just that quick. It's WrestleMania, bro. Y'all could have y'all like, it's, you know, I don't know.
And that's very understandable. I definitely agree with everything that's been said. Um, Gunther, Seth, it, I hated this match already just off of the fact that they made this build the week before. They even met each other just the week before. Extremely random, no story. They did bare minimum of saying, "Oh, I did this, and Paul Heyman owes me one," whatever that means. But there was just absolutely no story behind it. Seth now has to eat a pin on his first match back. Um, not even a pin. He ate a fucking submission on his first match back
He got
for no
choked out
reason. Yeah,
like
got
like
choked.
oats.
Mm-hmm. Didn't need it. We didn't. He didn't need that. His character didn't need that. There was no reason for him to get choked out and lose this match. Hell, I would have even been fine if okay, y'all want to bring Braun Breaker back and cool DQ and y'all let it go. I don't see why Seth needed to eat this loss at WrestleMania. I truly feel like Seth is one of those guys as well that does not get his flowers, does not get his credit. You were just talking about wrestling a broomstick, wrestling the Invisible Man. Seth can go out there have a fucking 5-star match with either one of them, with the broom or with the. He could go out there have a 5-star match. He literally carried Gunther's fat ass throughout that whole match. Gunther got 5 moves in his arsenal. That's it. It's Seth doing 17 backflips and 300 different moves to keep you interested. And he's the one who has to eat that loss. And like you guys said, Braun looks perfectly healthy. He looked great. He obviously came back at Raw too, so he is full time again. Um, if he was ready, the match should have been Seth versus Braun. I think the reason why they pushed Gunther in there is because, as we know, favoritism is very heavy on Triple H. Triple H loves his Gunther, and Gunther does have fans. I know it's crazy to think, but they're out there, and they did complain that he was not going to be on the Mania card. And they were people, his fans were saying, "Well, he defeated John Cena. How is he not going to be at Mania?"
The same way John Cena retired, AJ retired, and AJ got into the Hall of Fame before him. It's okay though. Why does Gunther need to be there? Why does he
I
need to fight?
agree. For me, I would have
Not
liked
that
not to.
important. He swear he the birthday. He not the birthday. Not the birthday. Like, I don't know who the fuck he be feeling like. Is not that guy.
And rumor has it that it was supposed to be Gunther versus Rey Mysterio, but Rey Mysterio said no.
Yep, and it
I would have
makes
said
sense.
no too.
That makes sense. I mean, you got to think about it. If your son is in the business and you've been feuding with your son for years, you would want your son to be the one who retires you, not
Yeah.
Gunther.
Yeah.
Like it's a personal thing. So I'm not surprised that Ray would say no. Like I'm giving that to my son. I'm not just gonna give that to Gunther just because I love Gunther. Like it's not.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that didn't happen. Unfortunately, Seth is the one who has to eat it. Like he gotta be at the fucking get the short end of it. So that sucks. But let's get into these ratings.
7.
Mm.
Only
Mm.
because not because of Gunther.
Mm.
'Kay.
6.5.
Mm.
The highest rating you didn't gave today.
That is a high rating.
The highest rating you gave today.
I like the wrestling.
I don't know. You might be a Gunther fan, low key.
Low key, low
Can't
key.
be. I don't know how, but that's what it's given.
Oh man. Damn. I'm I'm gonna be a lot more harsh. Take it with a grain of salt, guys, because I genuinely hate Gunther. I'm gonna give it a 4. Just because I wouldn't rewatch this. Never. I would never rewatch this.
Not
If
even for F.
Nah, I love Seth. Like I said, everybody should give him his flowers. He is one of the most underrated talents of today. But this match, this story at WrestleMania as a whole, I'm not just holding it just for its in ring. I'm judging it as a whole story, in ring storytelling, and just the full how we got here to it. I would skip it. If I was rewatching Night One WrestleMania 5 years from now, I would skip it. I wouldn't want to rewatch the match. That's
Truthfully, I would pick the whole night one. Not just that match. I would pick the night two. What you got to say, Cash? I seen that look. What you got to say?
Once again, WrestleMania need to go back to a one night format.
Wow.
We had 13 matches. We're all right. We'll get to statistics and stuff after everything wrap up because the
Mm,
statistics from the matches, ads, and everything is crazy. It definitely could have been
yeah.
1 night, 4 hour show,
Mm-hmm.
easy.
I agree.
But we'll get to
Moving
that.
on into the. Oh, you're good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Moving on to the women's championship match. We had Liv Morgan go against Stephanie Vaquer for the women's champion. How did you guys feel?
Ooh.
They did my baby Stephanie dirty. They did her dirty. Cause like I'm just she held it for 210 days. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, 210 days.
I didn't know that.
She was an active defender, an active champion, all that shit. She worked so hard to get that championship coming up off of the what's it called? Coming up off from NXT. So it's just like once again, a recycled champion, Liv gets the title. You literally just came back. Okay, you won the Royal Rumble. All right, cool. But it's just like, bro, why are we not letting the upcoming wrestlers get their shine? Liv can all that. I'm not really a big Liv fan. I'm really not. But it's just like I feel as though that match should have went completely different, and it should have never been no interference or none of that. But hey, Triple H and TKO loves who they love.
I feel like this is an example because there's some other examples in there where I feel like the champion and challenger should have been switched if it could have. So I
I would
feel
have
like
loved to see Liv versus Jade and Rhea versus Stephanie.
all right. So the way I would have did it, I would have had Liv enter as the champion and Stephanie win the Rumble, and this could have been Stephanie coming out party. That's how I would have did it if if they was long term booking and doing it that way. That's how I would have did it. I feel like this is not the only one, the only women's world title match that should have been reversed, where a champion should have been champion, and the challenger should have been champion, and vice versa. But I feel like this was a match of that. But the match itself was short as hell, bro. I think, bro, I got up because I got up during this match. I got up during the Liv Morgan entrance because she was singing and shit. So I had got up. I went to the pantry. I'm digging for a snack. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pop some popcorn. So I get the popcorn together. I put the popcorn in the microwave. I look up. All right, Judgment Day out there now. My popcorn done, and Liv Morgan won the match. I'm like, damn, like Bro, that match went by so fast, bro. And I feel like that's not a good look for a major title match at WrestleMania. I feel like that match, a title match at WrestleMania, a major title match at that, bro, you got to give them at least 15, 20. Like, that was crazy how fast that match went by. Like, it was ridiculous. It was expected that the Judgment Day would get involved. I seen that coming, but it wasn't no. I feel like it wasn't no space for him to get their moves in. Like, it wasn't no space for Stephanie because I believe this is Stephanie. This was Stephanie first WrestleMania, correct? I might be wrong. I don't know.
Was it?
I feel like this is my first time seeing her on the big stage. I don't know if she was there last year.
This I would say if it isn't her first, it's definitely her second at most. But
Yeah,
it might have been her first, honestly.
yeah. So I just feel like she's youthful. I feel like this could have really been even in a loss. Even in a loss, I feel like this could have been her coming out party, and I feel like they didn't have enough time to do that.
Truthfully, Stephanie done had some crazy wins at PLEs. She beat Io and WrestlePalooza to win the title, and that was September. She beat Tiff Stratton to be the women's crown jewel champion. And then let's not forget she was the first woman to simultaneously hold the NXT Women's and Women's North American Championship.
Damn.
Stephanie she got it for real, but it's just like we're giving the flowers to everybody that not even the flowers, the championships to people that don't deserve it. Stephanie worked hard. Liv didn't do shit. All she did was sit there, be pretty.
And get a nod on her forehead.
Yes. Talk to Dom. All that.
Yeah, that's why I say it should have been flipped, where Liv should have entered the match as the champ, and Steph
But
should have
Liv
entered as the
Liv
Rumble
was
winner.
out on injury.
That's
She
true.
literally just came back from injury.
That's true. That's when you go back to the drawing board. But we all know they're not good with going back to the drawing boards.
Oh, their drawing board sucks.
But I know Mason was loving Liv over there. So
Trouble,
let's give him
trouble.
the floor.
He needs
That's
to
me.
give the dick a rest because you
Hey.
I know y'all seen she had Corey up on the stage doing the little twerking
I
on the
did. That was wild. That was
Ridiculous.
a
Ridiculous. This company
married man, by the way.
this company should be ashamed of themselves.
That was crazy.
They should be ashamed of themselves. A grown ass man, by the way.
That was crazy. Not gonna lie. Him doing that was wild. Him doing that was different.
how you feel about it, Mason?
But
Oh, boy.
Cherry Lips. I loved it. There was I will say that I do have some criticism at the end. But let's talk about that entrance. My God. I'm talking about WrestleMania entrances. You think The Rock with the flaming, you know, with the flaming bull on the ground. You might even think Triple H, right? He always had his big entrance, full costumes, a crown and the throne, and it was one of the best entrances I've ever seen in my
You're
life.
that man.
It
You're
was
only doing that because you love
it,
her,
it
bro.
was like
Bro, what? That was the best entrance you've ever seen at
it
WrestleMania?
was one of the best, right under Edge, but one of the best. Um, and
I don't know. I think right now you simping a little bit.
no, I'm telling you, like it was captivating. Is the right
Cap,
word to use.
cap.
Captivating, glued to your screen. It was you could not walk away from it. That's how good it was. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like surprising that she didn't become a pop star because she could have been the next Britney Spears. She might
Fuck.
be the next Britney Spears at this point.
I didn't walk away. I exited out Disney Plus. That ass. She need to stick to wrestling because oh my god, like bro,
Bro.
Listen,
saying she could be the next Britney Spears that's actually insanity, and that is so
I
disrespectful
see
to
it.
Britney.
Crazy.
Dance, wrestling,
And by the time she got to
singing,
was out of breath.
triple. She's a triple threat.
By the time she got to the ring, she was out of breath.
Hey, and she still wrestled. I'm just that
And was
just that just
still
That's
goes
why
out of breath.
that's
down.
why the match was cut short right there. There we go.
I will say my only criticism for the match is that it was way too short. It was way too short. But I'll say this, I'll give them the credit on this. Out of all the matches and all the rivalries in WrestleMania, those two girls had one of the best ones and the most consistent. It was actually week to week, they were feuding with each other. The promos between them were great. The fighting segments between them were great. I love the build to this match more than I love the actual match itself. As you said, Stephanie has been very dominant, and this was a very, very big stage for Stephanie. I think this was a moment where she should have still got put over or got a big shine, even in a loss, as Cash said. I think that's what I would have loved to see. I definitely think it's because of time. This is a world championship match.
Yeah.
Let's take women, men. Let's take that word out of it. This is a world championship match at WrestleMania, and it was what 5 to 10 minutes,
I believe it was actually 7 minutes.
7 minutes. That's crazy.
Damn.
Stephanie was so dominant as you named her all her accolades. She did not deserve to lose that title in 7 minutes.
Damn.
That's my
Damn.
biggest issue with that match. Other than that, everything else, chef's kiss.
6 minutes, 50 seconds.
Not even a full 7 minutes. Yeah, that's just not okay. That's a match that should have been at minimum 15
Apparently, it
minutes.
was kept brief because both performers were banged up and dealing with physical injuries,
Mm,
allowing them to avoid further injury.
I didn't know that.
This is why I call a lot of these wrestlers nowadays weenies because
But who's to say it was their choice, though?
That's true too.
bro, no, bro. We need Vince, bro. Vince don't give a damn. Like he send you out there, bro. He sent he look. Kurt Angle he broke his neck, bro. Kurt Angle broke his neck. He got this a weak neck surgery before he can come back quicker. He came back quicker and he put Kurt Angle ass in an Iron Man match against Brock Lesnar. So for real, like, bro, we need Vince here, bro. Like, man, that's crazy. And the injuries probably be like super small, bro. Like, it's probably small stuff, bro.
No.
They probably jammed that. I don't know, jammed that finger playing basketball or something, bro.
I
I
don't
don't know.
know. The way they was getting each other week after week, them can't be no small injuries.
And she hit her head, bro. We all hit our head, bro. I think all our parents probably dropped this as a baby, bro. They just don't tell us.
Uh,
Yeah,
All right, I give the match a 7.
damn. 7 for 7 minutes?
It wasn't even 7.
and 7 for 7 minutes.
Honestly, it was some crazy spots in there though.
True.
Nah.
It wasn't 10. It definitely wasn't 8 through 10 worthy, if I'm being honest. I'm feeling like Cash right now, but I'm giving valid, valid stances. Go ahead, Cash.
No.
His about to be between 1 and 3.
Yeah.
Two.
See?
Oh, there it is.
Two. I give it a 2 out of 10. I mean, hey, it was a 7 minute match, bro. They could have they got a 3 hour pre-show, bro. 3 hour pre-show, bro. We could have put some matches that they put on night one on that pre-show, bro. We could have had a pre-show and had a one night mania, bro. If we was
Probably.
7 minute matches.
You know what I hate? I hate
Oh.
that they do the matches before. Mania anymore. You know how they used to give us that one match before
In the
Mania?
pre-show.
I'm
Mhm.
saying,
That
bro, we used to have title matches on the pre-shows, bro.
True.
Like, I don't know what, bro. I don't know what's going on, bro. They just sit out there for 3 hours like it's ESPN, bro. This is wrestling, bro.
That's what they want to be. They want to be ESPN.
Bro,
That
this wrestling, bro. This not Sports Center. It's wrestling. Take your asses out there and wrestle. There was
we
so many people that was left off of this card, bro.
many.
A lot of people left off of this card, and then on top of a lot of people being left off of the card, we had matches that shouldn't have been on the card. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't get it, bro. Like
Yeah.
we could have did something. They need a new format. I think they need to look at it and be like, all right, we need a new format. Cause
Definitely agree.
if they took the best portions from night one and put it with night two, we probably would have had a great WrestleMania altogether. It would have been like, damn, this is an amazing show. But splitting it up, it left us with a sour taste leaving out of Saturday. But let's go to the next thing. What's your rating, Mason?
So the entrance is a 10 out of 10. But the actual match, I'm going to be giving the actual match story, the build. Like I said, when I judge these matches, I go off of not just the match, but the build towards the match, and that is really carrying it. I'm going to be giving it an 8. Giving it an 8.
Yeah,
Like I said, I'm judging everything. It's an 8 for me to get it.
eight,
8. Yeah.
a 7 and an 8, bro.
Eight.
These some high ratings.
It's good. It
Nah,
was
I only
bro,
gave it a because of Stephanie.
bro. I think, God, hell no, 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 bro,
you have to you I feel like you didn't take into
no.
consideration the build. The build to it to me carries it into that match.
I don't know much about the bill because I kind of clicked WWE off because it was pissing me off so much and it been trash. So I clicked it off because I feel like at this point I got better shit to do. Even if I feel like doing nothing, it was better than watching some of those episodes leading up to WrestleMania. So I chose to do nothing some days
Mm-hmm.
instead of watching wrestling.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For me, was the build. These girls got super personal. Their chemistry was amazing on camera. I loved Liv playing into the Spanish. I loved, Stephanie going in on her and calling her out for being everything people call her on the internet. They had such a great dynamic that going into the match, it was just like you have to give a build credit and take it into consideration. And the reason why for me it didn't make it any higher than an 8 was because of the actual match and the actual time they had. So let's get into there's a little bullet point. So we'll shout her out because there's a bullet point. Bianca Belair came out there, had a very special announcement. She walked out there with John Cena and she announced that even though it looks like there's 2 people in the ring, there's actually 3. And she announced her pregnancy. So how you guys feel? Any shout outs to her?
The
We knew
best moment of night one.
we knew she was pregnant.
Yeah.
Mind she in the ring talking, she can barely breathe.
It's a long
Nose.
ramp.
So it's just like, all right, okay. We about to have a baby.
Yeah.
I love that she said that she was pregnant. She's leaving, and now
Mm-hmm.
we get Montez back.
True. We really
Great.
did get him back the next night.
Naomi didn't had her baby.
Mm-hmm.
Naomi's coming back sooner than later.
Do you guys think she will come back? You guys think Naomi will come back, or do you think she's going to be a mother for like a few, who knows, years?
I think she's gonna come back because she was on a generational run.
She will.
Yeah.
Generational run. She wants that title back. And if she don't come back as heel Naomi, she's gonna come back the one that we grew up with.
Even if she come back heel, she's still gonna get love.
Real shit.
Like it's
Personally,
going.
I would love heel Naomi to come back, but
I
I
would love
don't
to see her come back as a tweener. I think she could pull that off.
a tweener.
Yeah.
Like Roman.
Yeah, similar to Roman, similar to Randy in times where it's like she's coming back and she has heel tendencies when she's fighting somebody, when she's promoting somebody, but she's not like fuck the fans. It's always just like the person she's going against.
Yeah, I'm gonna do what's best for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The Bianca moment was the highlight of the night. Better than any match that was put on that night. Everything like the highlight of the night.
We won't be seeing Bianca until next year.
Yeah.
Probably next Mania.
Might be even longer. Who knows?
It might be longer than
Honestly,
that.
because her finger's still fucked up.
Man, she put in the work. She good. She can take this break.
Yeah,
Yeah, she
She
cool.
deserves it though.
Yeah, for sure.
for sure. So
But
going into the main event
Oh,
of
wait. We forgot one thing.
what happened?
So the attendance was 50,000.
Right.
that's 20,000 less than last year.
It is?
Yes.
Damn.
Last year was 70,000. The year before was 80, and then the year before that was 72. Like
Ooh. So it's been going down then.
it's been, yeah.
So I will say one thing about the attendance because I ain't going to dig in them too much because I feel like everyone has been. Yes, it's bad because of ticket prices. The ticket prices are outrageous. It is crazy, but I also feel like this has a little to do with the build as well because I do feel like if the builds was worth it, if it felt like, yo, this WrestleMania is once in a lifetime, I'm never going to get to see nothing like this again. Like the builds were selling to that maximum. I feel like a little more people would have digged in that stash or poured something out the hat to get to WrestleMania. I know I would have if it was something really worth the while. Like, oh, like I need to see that. But I feel like that played a factor as well, and it just wasn't worth the asking price. And I feel like that's why attendance has been on a decline.
Man, WrestleManias ain't been the same since they stopped selling them collectible cups at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I forgot about them days.
I used to have one of those. Those shits is lit. I ain't gonna lie.
Forgot
They
about them days. Damn.
Remember, like you could like move it, and like the wrestler would move when you move the
the
cup.
holographic
The
ones, yeah.
holographic one, and the wrestler would move and do that shit was.
It really ain't been the same since then. So it's just like, all right. We went from getting collectible cups at 7-Eleven, one night shows. Mind you, WrestleMania always started at 7 o'clock. It's a
Mhm.
one night. So we're kids. We're up till like 11 o'clock, maybe 12 at that. We don't get none of that no more. It's all about the money. They don't care to engage the fans and especially children. So like everything that we grew up with surrounding WrestleMania, it's so much different now and it's like not even like engaging. Like it makes you not want to engage with it. Especially the ticket prices cuz ain't no way a fucking nosebleed seat should be thousands of dollars. Are you serious? And
Not
mind
worth.
you, that's pre-sale tickets.
Not worth it.
It's never worth it.
No, at all. I definitely would say, obviously, the biggest culprit is money. Like we're in an era money's hard to get by, and the prices are just skyrocketing out of most people's budget. But as Cash said, the builds haven't been there, the feuds haven't been there, and honestly, there's the way I'm seeing it, bro. Every year it might continue to go down because we're not building stars. We're just not. I mean, we're getting close there now with Oba, but even he should have got the rocket on him a long time ago. Um, and when I look back to the WrestleManias, I'm like, who was there to make that number, right? You look 2 years ago. I'm looking at The Rock. Look at last year. I'm looking at John Cena. You look at this year. I'm looking at Brock Lesnar. They all gone. What the fuck you gonna do next year?
Yeah, it's crunch time.
They fuck around. You know who we didn't see this year? That we normally see every Mania?
Hmm.
The Undertaker.
True.
You know, he always makes his presence known.
True.
That's like when we used to see Stone Cold
Mm-hmm.
every WrestleMania. He stopped doing it.
Yeah.
But I feel like we need to move past them anyway, to be honest. So
Yeah.
hey, yeah, they need new stars. Really, it's a must. It's mandatory. Time's running low. Cody
It is.
said this is his last contract. A lot of people saying this their last contract with WWE. So however long, how many more years they got left on that contract, once that contract is up, they said they're done. So it's crunch
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Who contract almost up?
Hmm?
Who contract almost up?
I don't know who contract almost up. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm not sure his contract's almost up, but there are a lot of people who have said that they gonna be on their last contract. Cody said he's on his last contract. Roman obviously got 2 fucking feet out the door. Um, it, a lot of people. I doubt Punk has that much longer in him. It's a lot of people who they right there.
I think AJ contract might be up after Mania.
AJ is up. Whether her contract is up or not, AJ need to be up. She done.
Bro, you're such a D1 hater. Like that shit is so sad, bro. Bro, hating just to hate.
Man,
All
what's
right, let's get these wheels back on track. All right. Going into the main event of the evening, the man who saved wrestling, and if you guys know who Ari Emanuel is, the owner of TKO, says that this man will be the face of WWE. Pat McAfee, joined by Randy Orton, goes against Cody Rhodes for the World Championship. How did you guys feel?
I
Pat
love
McAfee
Pat McAfee.
saved WWE. Of course you do. That's really not expected coming from you. Um, I don't know who he was feeling like, but yeah. Was he needed? No. I feel like they could have bought Ted DiBiase back. Like he was there.
He was in the
He was in the audience. He was there. Y'all could have bought him back. But y'all use Pat McAfee just because yeah, we like him on commentary, but for him to play like the manager type role, we didn't need that. Just like we didn't need Travis Scott, we didn't need Lil Yachty, we didn't need none of that shit. So it's like the match itself, the match itself was all right. It was all right. Was I expecting Cody to win? Of course, this is my third year in a row putting the house on Cody per usual. So it's like I wasn't expecting anything less. Anything less. Did I want Randy to win? No. No. You had your time. You don't need your 17. You're not Cena. It's cool. So
Damn.
yeah. Do I feel like he gonna end up getting the title? Yeah, soon. But right now, it wasn't needed. I literally feel like that storyline could have been so much deeper than what it was, and it could have went a whole lot better than it did. So I give it that. But the '09 punting, we loved it. We loved it. He
Mm-hmm.
fucked Cody up. Had Cody looking like Martin. That shit was crazy.
It was bad.
Real bad.
Fucking bad.
So I feel like, give me 1 second. So this match, this match, after because the first time I watched it, I'm like, damn, this is a good ass match. Like I'm liking the in ring psychology. I'm liking a lot of stuff that they plan on in this match. Um, Watching it a second time around, I I noticed some low points, but I noticed the high points as well. And I feel like at some of the high points, I feel like they should have went with that flow the entire rest of the match to keep kicking up that gear. Because I feel like they would go and then they would slow down again, and then go again, and then slow down again. And I feel like if they was to just keep going, we probably would have damn near had a better match than we got night two. Because I feel like this match played on a lot of in-ring psychology. And one big thing I really wish they played on as well, because they did a lot of stealing finishers and stuff going on. I wish they played on this, of course, during the build as well. This would have helped. But I wish they would have played more on the student and mentor part of it and showed that Cody had Randy number because he learned from Randy. So he had his number. I wish they would have played on that so much more with the in-ring psychology they were actually showing in the match. If they was to play on that, we would have had something super duper crazy. It would have been a different feeling because we still got a feeling like, yeah, this is good, but it would have been kicked up a notch if they were playing on that. Also, also, I didn't care for the way it ended. I did that. Going in, I felt like Cody was going to win. Did I want Cody to win? No, but I felt like he was going to win going in. But I really, really feel like they missed a big opportunity to do a double turn during that match. Now I know they got Cody don't want to turn heel. Rumors going around saying he don't want to turn heel. This, that, and the third. But at WrestleMania, you make a moment. That would have been a huge moment right there if it would have been a double turn. Randy could have been beating Cody ass and then just looked at him. That's his student. That's the person he brought into this game. He looked at him like, damn, like I'm killing my own creation almost, you know? And then Randy could have slowed down a little bit, and that's when Cody take advantage right there. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of Randy having some remorse. And Cody don't look back. He just go all the way in on Randy, whip his ass. And then I feel like it really would have been crazy, once again, playing on the student and mentor, if Cody was the one to do the punt kick. That would have been insane. Hit the punt kick, lift Randy up, hit a crossroads, pinned him with a mean look in his eyes. No antics, no running in, no nothing. Once Pat was out, he was out. Let them tell their story. That would have been killer. It would have been killer. It would have been killer. But what we did get, it was a good match, but it was a lot of missed opportunities that I wish they just would have pulled the trigger on. That's it, and that's all.
Yeah, damn. I was actually one of the people who were going into it thinking Randy was going to win, and the reason why I thought that is because I try to just go into it with like, what's gonna make sense come next week on the week-to-week show, and to me, it felt like Cody couldn't give. anymore. And mind you, I fuck with Cody. I fuck with Cody. But it felt like when Cody Rhodes gave the championship to Drew, it was kind of that like, yo, I don't think there's much more I could do right now with this. So you go have your time. Then he took it right back, and it felt like the only reason Cody got the title back was to tell a story with Randy Orton, which once again to me just kind of made logical sense. You let Randy have it, see what he could do with the championship. Now going into the actual match, this was again this was one of those matches that got a lot of time, so they were able to truly have their time to tell a story, and they did a very good job at it. Definitely agree. There's a lot more they could have done with the in-ring psychology, playing to that mentor and student. They definitely could have done a lot more, but I do really enjoy what we did get. The ending, that I said, I wanted to see Randy win this. I wasn't very happy. Mind you, I fuck with Cody, but I really wasn't very happy with Cody winning. And I think you actually came up with a only way that I think I would have been okay with Cody winning, which was that double turn. Because at least that answers my issue, which is what does Cody do next? And if he would have won but had that heel turn, now here I am excited to see next week to see what is heel Cody gonna be like. What is he gonna talk like? What is he gonna do? Who is he gonna feud with? Where does the story go from here? Right now, the story doesn't go anywhere. We are still exactly where we were last week. Randy is still coming at Cody as the bad guy and Cody's still the bad guy. Cody's still the champion. Nothing changed. We had an entire WrestleMania and nothing changed. We're in the exact same spot we were in last year, and that is my biggest gripe with this match and that ending. I fuck with both of the guys heavy. I do want to see Randy get to that 18 and beat Cena, and the only reason I'll say this is because he's the only one who can do it. If you look at the actual statistics, nobody even close to Randy in numbers. I think it's like the next guy is like 13 or 10. I think it's like Triple H, who don't even wrestle. There is no current active superstar that's even close to fucking 5 or 10, 5 or 8. Like, it's nobody else is going to do it, especially in this era where champions hold a championship for 200, 300 days. All these long-term champions, nobody going to beat that record that's not Randy Orton. So that's why I would have liked to see him start chipping away at it, because obviously Randy's getting older. He's only going to get older. I would love to see him get to that number in what feels like his current prime before he starts slowing down. I don't want to see a slow, not because that's washed up sounds fucked up, but you get my point, right? I don't want to see him hit that fucking 18 and he can barely move in the ring. I don't want to wait that long. So that's why I would have loved to see Randy win. But what are the ratings for this match?
A 8.
Okay. Okay. That's a good number.
I think I'm around the same thing. I think I'm around like 8.5. Yeah, I give it an 8.5.
I love that for you.
I agree too. Like
That was so generous.
I'm proud of you. Like
Matter of fact.
put its personal issues aside.
Real shit. Mason?
I'm right there with you guys. I give it an 8. I'm right there with you guys, and it's an 8, and it's sad that it's an 8 because it had so much potential to be a 10.
Yeah,
It had so much. It was you right there. It was right there. There's just a couple little things you could have changed, and it would have been a fucking 10 out of 10 at WrestleMania.
yeah. So how do y'all feel about that ending with Randy hitting a punt kick and then standing over Cody holding the title?
I
Like
ain't going. He ate with that. He ate with that. He ate with that.
it was cool. It was cool, but my thing was why
It
did
didn't
you
make
do that in the match? Like why you didn't do that in the match? It's over now. Like
because he ain't need to. Because he already knew he was losing.
I mean, yeah, but we know it's predetermined. But still, like booking wise. Like it,
I
wow,
don't know. Maybe they
wow,
got something lined up for them again. Who knows?
that's the problem. But
I don't know. For me, I felt like obviously it was by accident, but they had the perfect reasoning that even if Cody was supposed to win, they had the perfect reason to go on Gorilla for Triple H to go on that earpiece and change that finish. Because when you saw that eye of Cody Rhodes swollen shut, you knew he's not going to be able to compete for a good little while. That would have been a perfect chance. Change that finish, give it to Randy, give Cody some time off, give Cody some time to breathe. Let us miss him for a little bit while Randy runs this championship. And you could have had Cody come back and win the title right back from Randy. I don't give a fuck. That's fine with me. But you could have gave him some time to breathe, gave him some time for us to miss him. He got a black eye now, dude. Like I watch UFC every Saturday, and I've seen fighters come out of fights looking better than him. Losers.
I
I
ain't
see them
going.
get knocked out, and they look better than Cody afterwards.
Cody been taking some unrealistic ass whippings and been looking real crazy lately.
okay,
Every main event match that he has, he don't walk out looking the same way he walked in.
he bruised easily.
It's bad though. That
Why
eye was
he-
Yeah,
bad.
No, I'm asking, why does he bruise easily?
yeah, weenie. Like, what you think? It's only one son of Dusty that's a gangster.
Dustin?
Yep, my boy Gold Dust. He the only one.
Oh, here, bro. Cody ain't a weenie. He just talk with a list.
Yeah, man.
Come on, we love Cody. Love Cody. Cody is great.
But we love Raheem. I'm for Raheem.
Oh, 100%. He stand up with our community.
Let's get into night two.
Cody.
Let's get into night two.
Yo, I'm gonna just say
Because
this.
you was about to say some real hating
Listen,
ass shit right there. I
on
just
the
know.
Raheem thing, I don't know if y'all seen this. Before Oba fought Brock, he put out a tweet or something saying like, I know I can beat Brock because my brother Raheem did it too.
Bro, I just love when they play into like everything that the fans say.
Huh.
It's so funny.
Sometimes. If they played sometimes.
You're a hater, bro.
Sometimes.
You're
They
a
play
hater.
they play into the goofy stuff the fans say.
Calling him Raheem is goofy.
Yes.
He is married to a black queen, so he is a black king. I
With
know
a
you,
black daughter too.
yup.
Get
I
that.
know you see that picture with him and MLK and Malcolm X.
Girl.
X.
Cody came out there kissing his wife, kissing his
Right.
daughter, all of
He,
that. Randy came out there, mean mug, ready to fight. Pat McAfee came out there, middle fingers up, ready to roll. Cody
Cause
want to
Cody,
come out there hugging everybody, smile on his face. Bro, what you smiling about, bro? It ain't nothing to smile about right now,
cause he
bro.
about to keep that title. And guess who don't got it?
Let's
Randy.
go to night two.
Oh,
Night two. Night two.
uh,
Night two. Come on. We come on. Let's get to night two. Let's get to the real show.
WrestleMania night 2, all right?
The
Coming
real
off
show.
WrestleMania night 1, it opens up with an absolute banger of a match. The most anticipated match for a lot of people. Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi. How did we feel?
Oba whooped his ass. I just knew Oba was gonna go in that bitch trash and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I
And
was
here go
scared.
go Cash.
I was scared going into that match because I thought Brock was going to pull it off. To be honest, I'm like,
Fuck.
yeah, they setting them up. I don't like this, but they fooled me. Oba went out there, did his thing. I mean, what can you expect from a Brock match at this point? That's the only match outside of nothing. That's the only match that I seen going under 10 minutes. All the other matches, I don't know why it was under 10 minutes. But that's the only match that I seen going under 10 minutes. So I'm like, all right, cool. I know what this match about to be. It's about to be spamming finishers, doing this, that, and the third, trying to outpower each other. But that's what we looking forward to. That's what we want to see at this point. That's what we want to see if Oba can slay the beast, or see if Brock still got it. See if Brock
We
still the
already
beast
knew
that
he
he
could
say he
slay the beast,
is.
though.
But Oba poured it out and pause, and he got that. He got that big W. He got a huge
And
W. Man,
he
I'm looking
put belt
forward,
at
bro. That's the future right there. That's
in
the
the word mellow ball. He beat that nigga ass.
future.
He beat that nigga ass on my mom.
But I love it.
Yeah, 100%. I completely agree. Love this match. I also was like a time. It was a little bit like, is Opa gonna lose? And it's only because we're so used to seeing the guy who, wins the fight, before the fight, be the guy who loses during the main match, right?
Right.
And it's just kind of something you've been watching it for years. Hey, if this guy got the upper hand, WrestleMania he losing.
Mhm.
But this time it was different. Oba went out, got the upper hand on Brock week after week after week, and then went into WrestleMania and still destroyed him.
Yeah.
That was beautiful to see. I love that twist and turn. Um, I will say I do have a teeny tiny bit of criticism, and it's that, yes, I understand that Brock match is going to be short. I knew it. I knew what I was coming to see. But
Mhm.
even with that, I wanted to see a tiny bit more when I found out that it was his retirement match. Just give me, I want to see a little bit more. A little
Mhm.
bit more. I would love to see Oba kick out of 2 F5s and be the first person to do that.
Yeah.
I wanted to see Brock almost lose his like confidence completely and just go, "Oh my God, what am I fighting right now?
Mm.
Why can't I put him down?" And really see that storytelling, and then have Oba kick into that second gear. And I'm gonna even say this, which I know might be a little controversial, but seeing as it was Brock's last match, would have been nice to see Brock kick out of one of his finishers, just one,
Yeah.
and then maybe have Oba just fuck it, come here, slam him 3 times with the shit and beat him. Mind you, that probably would have taken an extra like 2 minutes. But I would have loved to see just a tiny bit more, just because it is Brock's retirement. Just a
Yeah.
little bit more of that, like, just kind of, because that to me would also tell a story to be like, wait, Brock is really, really trying here. Why? Hey, why is he like really, really, really fucking trying? Because at the end, it would have made that moment so much more emotional. It'd be like, damn, he was giving it his all because this was his last match. So I would have loved to see that. That was just my little thing. Like, and I know it's nitpicky. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy about this. I've been said Oba is a fucking star, and he's going to be. And I cannot wait for him to have a championship around his waist, a world championship, not just a title, a world title. But that would be my little thing. So, what are the ratings you guys got?
6,
6.
6. Great match, but it could have been better.
I got I got the ultimate respect for Brock Lesnar. Obafemi is probably the best YN going into the future. This match, I'm giving this match for what it was, a 9.
There is no way you gave this match a higher rating than I did. You're playing, bro.
I'm giving this match
Yo,
a 9.
there's no way. You gotta be joking.
Serious. It's a 9 for what it is and the legacy behind it. We're gonna look back at this match. This match is going to be something we look back on for Brock Lesnar's legacy and Obafemi's legacy.
So now I look like the D1 here because I gave him a 6.
A lot of 6 took me back because I'm at a 9. I'm at a 9. The 6 took me back, and honestly, I thought I was being like, critical by giving them a 9 because, like I said, that one point I'm taking away because there was that little thing that could have made this perfect. That
Mm-hmm.
little bit extra, that little extra 2 minutes that could have made this perfect. But I mean, what more could I expect from a Brock Lesnar Obafemi match? We've
Yeah.
been seeing this for years. This is exactly what I kind of expected, and it went the best way it could, being Brock's ending. And like you said, this is going to be huge for Oba. I feel like the same way you can't mention Brock's legacy without mentioning him ending the streak.
Mm-hmm.
You will not be able to mention Obafemi without saying he ended Brock's career
Right.
in WrestleMania. So that is huge, and it's gonna be very historical.
Yeah.
Mm.
Not to make you look bad.
That just made me look terrible.
Oh, that's how you feel. That's how you
So,
feel.
It was a 6. I don't give a fuck.
That's how you feel.
uh, moving on to the next match, we had the Intercontinental Championship ladder match. This featured the champion Penta against Javon Evans, against Rusev, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, and Rey Mysterio. How do we feel?
I fucked with the match. I'm not gonna lie. Crazy spots. Especially like the ladder spots. Crazy spots. I loved the OG Rey Mysterio entrance. Um,
I ain't peeped that.
you
Yeah, he
ain't
did a jump.
he did the yeah, the OG. Penta's entrance, don't get me wrong, Penta entrances always go hard. But the Mania entrance, that shit, that shit was crazy. Legendary. Now the match itself, I feel like it could have went either way. The people that were in the match, I don't feel like some of them deserved even a shot at the title, if that makes sense. I feel like Javon, he was robbed. But I knew Penta was going to retain, but I feel like Javon was robbed. He should have took the title, but hey, that cutter spot was insane. Really insane. But besides that, I feel like that was their makeup match for the Money in the Bank, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. Because let's not forget that that match was not the best. The women's was better than theirs, but I feel like the match they just had was the makeup for all that.
Yeah. I, I like. I mean, it's a ladder match. It's a multi-man ladder match. Like, if you mess that up, then just shut the company down at that point. Sell it to Saudi Arabia. If you mess a like, you mess a multi-man ladder match up, there's no way to mess that up. And the guys that was in the match was guys that's ready to take some risks, some bumps, and we knew it was going to be some dope spots. Um, I feel like the highlight of the match was Javon Evans, of course. I feel like man, that bro, he be scaring me, bro. Like some of the stuff he do, he's scaring me. Like honestly, um, I do feel like I agree with Jazz that some of the guys in the match didn't make sense to be in there, but once again, it's a multi-man ladder match, and we know why they was there. Like JD was there to take some bumps. We know that. We already know that. Dragon Lee was there just to do some 2, 3 high spots. We already knew that, you know. Um, but yeah, the match was cool. It's nothing bad to really say about a match like that. I wish Javon would have put it off though. I thought it was his time. I thought it was his time. The way the match ended with Penta uh, all alone, nobody trying to chase him down, chase him up the ladder, anything. It was anticlimactic, but hey, I mean, it was cool. It was a cool match.
Yeah, I think this match was cool. Like you said, it's one of those things where it's like a ladder match. You have all the toys there to play. Like it's hard to really fuck up. They also did pick a lot of good people for the match. I think in the way of like they did it very strategically to say we know JD be taking them bumps, throw him in
Mhm.
this match because he gonna take them wild bumps. We know Javon Evans is gonna be bouncing all around the ring, doing some big spots. Put him in there. I think the way that it was put together, I see the strategicness to have a really good match and the chemistry that they were looking for. I wish they would have played into that in the build because I feel like there was no build for it. And that's what made me go into it going, Penta's going to win
Mhm.
because there's no inkling of anybody else winning. It didn't feel like anybody else cared about the title.
Yeah.
JD never cut a promo talking about how much he wants to be an Intercontinental Champion.
Mhm.
And Javon didn't. Nobody did.
It was
Nobody was like, yo, come, I can, and beefing with Penta and I'm going to be the guy and I'm going to win it. And there was none of
right,
that.
right.
So it was
Yeah,
like, the only one who really, really showed that they wanted it was the guy who already had it.
right.
So that's why to me it was one of those like no brainer. Yeah, Penta's gonna win, and Penta's already knew. This is actually Penta, from what I remember, it's his first kind of PLE with the championship. He is very over with the crowd. I didn't see him losing this. Yes, I see why. A lot of people would have wanted Javon to win because he would have been the youngest champion as well. That would have been huge. That's historical.
yeah.
Um, it's just like, but I could tell there was just no story behind it. They didn't even put, they mentioned it, but like on commentary, Javon
Mhm.
wasn't out there saying, I want to be the youngest Intercontinental Champion ever. I want to be here to break a record. I want to do. There was no
Right,
exchange. I don't think Javon and Penta even ever spoke to each other.
right.
So it was
Yeah.
one of those. What are the ratings that we got for this ladder match?
Did we lose Jasmine?
Um, it looks like she's muted at the moment.
I give it an 8. Oh, come
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Uh, I give this match. I give it a 7.
A
I give it.
7?
Yeah, I give it a 7. It has some cool spots. Multi-man ladder match. I mean, hey, I give it a cool 7.
I agree. I think for me, it's going to be a cool low 6.5. I think it was good. I really like a lot of the spots in there. It's definitely above average, but I don't think it was, like I said, for me, I'm really rating this off of build, feud, story, and it wasn't hitting for me. This match could have straight up happened any other night, any other PLE, and it would have hit the same because there was nothing that made this WrestleMania to
Yeah,
me at least.
I agree.
Uh, yeah, so that's why my rating is just a little lower. Let's see, what is the next match that we got going on here?
on.
Oh,
Oh,
God, you lost me for a second. Let's see, what's the next match? Oh,
what's the
the Demon returned to go against Dominic Mysterio in a regular 1v1 match. How did you guys feel about that?
Um,
Um, that was a great match. Could have been better. A lot more demon like mania. Like we didn't get none of the stuff that we got last time he was wrestling at Mania, the whole heartbeat mid-match. None of that. But it was nice for him to finally get his hands on Dominic. And yeah, I loved it.
um, I mean, I'm happy to see the Damon Finn back. I'm happy to see the aggression back. Um,
Mm-hmm.
my one, my one big thing, once again, is the time. I wish they would have allowed them to go a little bit longer because I feel like when the match ended, I feel like they just was getting into maybe that third gear. They was just getting into that third gear once the match had ended. And I'm like, damn, they gave him like 10 more minutes. They would have been up there. That would have stole the show. They gave him like 10 more minutes. It would have stole the show. So that's my one big takeaway from that match. I feel like that story dang near told itself, honestly, from the Judgment Day and everything. And yeah, I'm happy to see the Damon Finn back. Nothing bad to really say about Dom, honestly. And yeah, just wish they gave it more time. That's it, and that's all. That's my biggest takeaway from it. Give these matches more time. It's WrestleMania, bro. It's WrestleMania. Give these
Yeah.
matches some time, bro. Especially matches like this. This match has been built over a year, bro. We thought we was going to get this match last WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, this match been built for a long time. Give them some time to get that, that aggression out, that built up anger they supposed to have out. Give them time to do that stuff, tell that
Mm-hmm.
story. So that's my only thing that I take from this match.
Yeah. No, it's for sure. I've always been a big Finn Balor fan, but I will say I was a big Finn Balor fan during his prime, right? We're thinking back to when he, led up to winning that Universal Championship and having that run.
Yeah,
Lose Jazz? I think we lost Jazz.
we lost Jazz.
Yeah. I don't know if it's recording too, because she had it recording.
We still good.
Okay.
It still say record.
Um, but yeah, so when it came to him, I loved seeing that come back, and not only that, but like it seemed like finally something clicked with him, and he was back to being who he was gonna be. Um, I love the entrances from both of these guys, from Dom, from Finn, huge entrances that were just felt like Mania. From the moment those two guys came out, it felt like Mania. Um, I love that he played up to the demon. He had all his demon antics, the way he walked, the moves he did, the facial. He was so locked into the character, and I missed having characters like that in WWE because we don't have that.
Right.
We don't have characters like the demon. We don't. We just don't have. The closest we had to like something more out of this world was Bray, and Bray's gone. And since he's been gone, yes, we had the White Six, but I'm not gonna lie, they ain't hitting right.
Trash.
Yeah. So it's like seeing the Finn in the demon gave me that feeling like, oh, I missed this. I fucking missed having this. And I do agree that it's like, man, I wish they would have had so much more time because I wanted to see so much more of that in-ring psychology between them. I wanted to see Dom like just really be like scared of like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
this is not Finn. Like
Mm-hmm.
Finn I know. This ain't the Finn I looked up to in Judgment Day. This ain't the Finn is like a big brother to me. Like, this is who the fuck is this? And be scared. You see what I'm saying? I want to see moments where maybe Dom, because Dom, his whole character has been that he lied, cheats, and steal like Eddie. I wanted to see a really big moment where Dom cheated his way to what might have looked like a win, something that Finn wouldn't kick out of, but
Yeah.
the demon will. And
Right.
even that make Dom be like, fuck, what did I really get myself fucking into? I
Bro.
really wanted to see that, but like you said, it just didn't have enough time to
Yeah.
even get to that, to be able to tell all that story. But with the time it did have, I really enjoyed the match, and I can't say I have any other criticism other than that, other than just the time.
Yeah. I'll rate this. Jasmine said she be back in 10.
Okay, okay, okay.
So I'll rate this match a 6. I give it a 6. I give it a 6.
Damn, that's a little low. I didn't think it was gonna go that low. Okay.
Time, man. If they had the time, it could have been up there.
Mm-hmm.
I really feel like that. I feel like it was some missing pieces there.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
I
I
give it
definitely
that.
agree. I'm gonna be giving it. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 for the same reasons. I think with more time they would have done a lot more, but I did enjoy what we got. Um, I enjoyed the story it told. I enjoyed that, you know, with it. Yeah, then again, Monday Night Raw, but with it, to me, I had felt like Finn could finally let go of Dom. He
Mm.
could finally leave that in the past. And to think that this could be the route into Finn becoming who he used to be when he was a main event player, when people saw him as like, yo, he could be one of those guys. I truly enjoyed that. So off of that, 7.5. Dominic can't do no wrong for me. So yeah, that's gonna be my rating on that. And the next match, Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams for the United States Championship.
Mm. Oh boy.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I want to hear what Jazz got to say about this.
Right? Me too, bro. I want to hear what you got to say about this shit.
I want to know what she got to say about this one.
For real.
But come on now, like I love it. I'm 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 tired of Sammy, so I love the decision. I love the decision. But one thing I will say, this is another one, another match that should have got more time. Like
Mm-hmm.
honestly,
Yeah.
this is another one of those. I feel like soon as they start kicking this through the next gear, bang, it's over.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
um, this match, it really watching it back, I really didn't see much that be like, I'm gonna watch it again
Mm-hmm.
because it wasn't much.
It wasn't.
This is one of those matches. If if I wasn't being biased and just being happy that Trick won the title and Sammy lost, if I wasn't being biased, this is another one of those matches I will say they could have kept it off WrestleMania card. Honestly,
Yeah. Yeah.
I get it, but I don't get it at the same time. And why couldn't we, if we was going to do Mania, why not keep Mello in the mix some type of way? Or why not build Trick and Mello instead of building Trick and Sammy? Y'all want to keep Sammy in the picture so much that you guys took away what should have been Mello's WrestleMania time or WrestleMania match. I feel like they took that away just to
Yeah.
cater to Sami Zayn. And bro, Sammy's not hitting, bro. Nobody want to see with Gingerbread Man. Like, bro, nobody wants to see him, bro. Like, come on. They they took that away from Mello, and it could have been way more better story because they did tell a story with Trick and Sammy. Don't get me wrong. They told a
Yeah.
regular story with that, but with the Trick and Mello, that's WrestleMania. That's a WrestleMania story, title or not. Missed opportunity.
I think for me, it's like it's really funny that the Intercontinental Championship had gotten like a 6-man ladder match with a bunch of people who never were involved with each other in a real story. But the
Mm,
United States Championship genuinely had so many stories around it. because it was being defended every single week. So every week there were stories. What the fuck happened to Ilya Dragunov? Where was his payoff?
Oh
Why
man.
was he left off of WrestleMania? He had a whole story being built between him and Melo for weeks. From the moment he lost the title to Melo, he never let go of when I'm gonna get my rematch and when we're gonna do this again and this and that, and it got to be the perfect timing and like, where did like from that? How the fuck did we get to just Sammy and Trick? I don't know. I don't understand. Um, and it's just like such a missed opportunity. Why would you give them the ladder match? You might as well have just put Penta in a story with somebody and then give these guys the ladder match. It would have made more sense.
We could have did Penta and J-Bone 1-on-1.
Yeah, you could have exactly. Penta Javon, you could have told a story there. Javon wants it because he wants to be the first ever or the youngest Intercontinental Champion. He wants to break a record. He wants to make history. Bam,
Yeah.
that's your story. Push it out the door, and then give these guys the ladder match who been have a story.
Right.
And there's so many of them. It goes from who was it? So you got Ilya Dragunov, you got Melo, you got Trick. Sammy wasn't even in the picture to the fucking end, but you also
Yeah.
had not I was about to say Tommaso Ciampa. What's his name? Is it Tamatanga? You know what I'm talking about from the
You talking about
MLC.
one of the solos people?
One of Solo's people. He also been like trying to get into the United States Championship picture and break away from Solo. Like that's been his whole story on SmackDown. Is that he wants to do that, but Solo kind of giving him that like, yo, I don't know if I want you to be United States champion and I'm not. And then you had pretty much Shinsuke coming in because him and that one they had like history back in Japan and shit in New Japan, and he was telling him like, you really gonna let Solo stop you from winning a world title, like or winning a championship? There was so much story where you could have had all of them in there for that United States champion, and still came out with Trick Williams winning, but giving everybody else a spotlight in that match. They didn't do that.
Right.
They just didn't do it. So, what is your rating for that?
I love Trick Williams winning, but it was a nothing burger of a match. 3.
Damn. Fuck, I agree. I don't want to give it like a super shitty rating, but I just don't care.
Yeah.
I genuinely find myself not caring. I think you like Trick Williams a little bit more than I do, so I'm gonna give it a 2, just to go one under you. Um,
Yeah.
Nothing there for me, bro. It's just nothing there for me. Lil Yachty pissed me off just being in the fucking arena. Like I didn't even want to see this. He came out before Trick did. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
bro, this is Trick's like biggest WrestleMania moment. This is his first Mania, right?
Yeah. This is first Mania.
First ever Mania, and you're not even the first one to walk out the curtain. It's Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
It's and just his voice throughout the entire song just what the fuck out of me. I was just like, bro, why is he here? Why the fuck is he here? Did fucking nothing. So yeah, Sammy not Sammy, Yachty really, really pushed it down for me. And Sammy, come on now. Like, this was your chance that if you want to do something interesting with Sammy, Sammy had to turn heel. If you want
Yeah.
something with him, bro,
Yeah.
we didn't get that either.
Mm-hmm.
He's still Sammy. It's like, bro, can y'all not tell this shit not working
Right.
for him? Like,
Right.
change the shit. And they still didn't fucking do that. So,
Right.
yeah, it's a big 2 for me. The next match.
Oh man. Oh man, might need to take a breather first.
Yeah. I think we might have to skip that match and come back to it. We might have to. I think we'll do that. We'll skip it and come back to it. We're gonna skip into the main event, being the World Championship match. Main event, WrestleMania #2, night 2. That a lot of people look at it to be the real main event.
Yeah, it
You
is.
got CM Punk coming as a world champion going against Roman Reigns. How did you feel?
Match was fire. I can't even fake the funk and call Punk old too. Like the match was fire. The match was man. It was a the match was great. There's no other way to put it. It's probably this year so far. We only in April, but I've seen a lot of great matches so far this year. That's up there. That's up
Mhm.
there. I have to go back and really watch everything else before I say that's the best, but it's up there for sure. I know it is.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I wanted Roman to win the title. Now going into it, am I a fan of him being a part timer? Not at all. Not at all. I'm not. But I'm not a fan of CM Punk being a world champion as well. CM Punk just don't give me world champion at this point in his career. CM Punk give me nothing. Like I'm just being real. CM Punk is like, I mean, I just feel like it's just he's just boring at this point to me. He's boring at this point.
Right.
I mean, it's the same. It kind of feel like it's the same thing with him. All right, he's going to go out there. He's going to cut a crazy, amazing promo. He's going to say what he wants. Bro, this is not the same CM Punk. This is corporate Punk. The CM stands for corporate man Punk. This is a different CM Punk we are getting. So I just feel like he's just not doing it for me no more. I know who he is, kind of, if that makes sense. But the match, great spots, great in ring work as far as like the pacing of it and keeping up with everything. Like it was a great pace to the match. Some crazy moments, some crazy spots, some near finishes that I'm like, all right, cool, this it. But no, kick out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's nothing bad I can say about that in ring match itself. I'm happy Roman won. No, I'm not going to say happy. Let me take that back. I'm satisfied Roman won. I'm satisfied Roman won. I
Mm-hmm.
am looking forward to see what he does because with Roman being the champion, I do feel like guys that weren't getting championship shots will get those championship shots. And I also feel like Roman is one of the few in ring workers that can get a talent over even with defeating that talent. I do feel like Roman can put on great stories with newer faces in that moment that we will remember them when they come back up. I don't feel like it's a lot of people that can do that in this company right now. So
Right.
that's why I'm satisfied with Roman getting that World Heavyweight title and being on Raw now. He hasn't been on Raw in who knows how long. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to partially tune in to see
Okay.
to see what's going on with it.
Okay. All right. He got you back on board, back on the team.
Not all the way, a little bit.
All right. Man, it's I feel like what was and I will give this credit. I think this was actually really cool. Um, about this main event is that the crowd and the fan base was truly split, and I love that because
Yeah,
you were either Team Roman or you were Team CM Punk. It almost felt like there was no in between. When you look at the crowd, the fan base, the community, when you look at under every comment section,
Yeah.
it was either Team CM Punk, nigga, we riding with Punk, fuck Roman, or the
Mm.
exact opposite. We riding with Roman, fuck Punk. And it
Right.
was heavy in that, and I love that shit. Because that's what a fight should feel like. It should be one person's fan base against the other person. Your gladiators are fighting. We gonna see who wins.
Ain't a bit.
Um, I think both Andrew and this is coming from me, and I hate Roman Reigns, but both men deserve their credits because that match was great. That was a very great match, in-ring match. I'll say this because I had to tell this to a Roman Reigns fan to explain this shit to them. If you hate CM Punk, if you think CM Punk is trash, but you love this match, you have to understand CM Punk called this match. The pacing is because of CM Punk. The spots were because of CM Punk. Every move was because of CM Punk. If you know wrestling, I'm talking about behind the curtains. When somebody calls a match, he's going, hey, come here. This is the next move that's happening. Drop kick me, Irish with me. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. If you enjoyed this match, if you love this match, you loved Punk. That's what you do. You loved CM Punk because he was the one calling everything that night. Everything. It's like watching a movie. Punk was the director that night. So if you loved what you watch, you got to give the credit to the director. Not saying you don't give the credit to the actors, because Roman obviously executed it too. That man was the director and the actor that day, and it was a great match. I'm not happy with the ending only because for me, not only do I dislike Roman, but I got a lot of fatigue from his title run, and to me, it just doesn't feel like it was that long ago that he lost the title. What has it been, a year?
It's been a minute.
Like a year or two?
It's been like 2 years.
2 years. But he was champion for 3. For me, I saw a man as a champion for 3 years. I need at least 3 years to get over him being a champion before he a
Hey,
champion
bro.
again.
Hey, bro.
Like, I don't want to see you.
Bro.
I can't. But a lot of fatigue. So seeing him come back, fatigue. Seeing the Usos, that's something that I really didn't like as well. Was if you were a fan of the Bloodline story, which I think everybody was a fan of the Bloodline story.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best parts was seeing Jay and Jimmy grow out of his shadow as the Bloodline story went on. Seeing Jay become a main eventer, seeing Jimmy also turn on Roman, seeing them grow out of his shadow and trying to become their own people towards the end of the Bloodline. And the fact that he's back and they're just like, we falling back in line, twin. It's just like, I don't know. To me, it's just a little corny. Just a little bit like, damn. Like, bruh, like, so what the fuck was the point of that? What was the point of that whole storyline ending if they're gonna fall back in line the next chance they get? I don't know. I get it. They wanted the Usos back to have Roman there because I know Roman sat there and said I'm a full timer now, which is funny because just the other day Roman said that's okay. Call me a part timer because I'm a full time father. I'm a full time dad. So CM Punk, you can call me a part timer if you want. And now he's sitting at an interview saying he's going to be a full timer.
Hey, give him some time. I really believe that you can't really go too wrong with this title reign. And I'm really hoping it leads to Roman putting a young talent over at SummerSlam.
It has to be over, without a doubt.
Yes.
It got to be over.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
It got to
So
be over.
I really feel like that is what they are building towards. Let Roman have a dominant summer. Take on some fresh people. Like I said, he hasn't been a Raw superstar in forever.
Yeah.
So it'll be it's going to be a different feel. Yeah, he still got the Usos. We'll see what they do with that. But I'm looking. I look forward to Roman more than CM Punk. And I
To
mean,
each their own, of course. To each their own. I don't. I look forward to Punk more than Roman. But I also, for me, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not as mad if Roman is genuinely going to be committed. But my scare is that how can he be committed when he wasn't even committed to WrestleMania? Like, bro was barely around for the build to WrestleMania, for the build to the biggest show. Like, that's like saying, like, yo, like you a football player and you barely around when it come to the Super Bowl, but you gonna be there during the preseason every single day for every single preseason game. Like, it, that's where it like throws me off a little bit. Because a lot of times, man, like I feel like Roman's that girl, bro. Roman that girl that like she say she different now. She gonna be around and she fuck y'all up every single time. Every time she leave, she says she not gonna leave this time, and she leave every fucking time. And y'all still happy when she come back?
oh man,
Nah, it's gets to one of the point, bro. I don't care how bad she is, leave her, cause she gonna leave again. And that's how I feel about Roman. I understand people. There's a lot of people that really fuck with him, really love him, and that's cool. But if he's generally not gonna be showing up to work every week, if he's gonna have every week just be a promo, I'm gonna get tired of that. I'm gonna get bored of a promo every other week.
what if it's a good story?
We're already starting up with Jacob Fatu, bro. Jacob Fatu.
You don't like that?
No, no. And I
I
like
feel like
Jacob, but it's like, bro, we're already starting with a story. I already know he gonna lose. Nobody sees Jacob Fatu winning. Nobody. Do you see Jacob Fatu winning?
no, but
Exactly.
I do feel like this is a good chance to see Jacob Fatu.
I'll see him every week.
No, I mean see him like really see what he's very capable of. Like this is what I mean by I feel like this is good for the championship. We're going to start seeing what some people are actually made of. And I mean, Jacob is one of those people that we will see what he's actually made of against Roman. Because you know they're giving Roman the time for his matches. You
Yeah,
know that.
for sure,
So,
for sure.
so we're going to see what some people were capable of.
Right.
That,
No, I,
that
I, I get that. I agree that I agree with that. You're gonna see a lot of people get their time, get their shine through that. That is a very much a big positive and a great thing. I just for me, like, bro, like it's just hard. It's just a hard watch, bro. It's a hard watch for me personally. Watching somebody go in that I know is gonna lose. It's like I know it's predetermined, but the whole point is I'm not supposed to know the outcome.
yeah,
And as
I
like
get
I'm
it.
going into it knowing the outcome already. I know there's no world with Jacob. And mind you, that's another thing that I hated about Roman's run as a title, right? Not only did we know the outcome, but the ending started getting so predictable. What was it? This motherfucker in a hoodie, that motherfucker in a hoodie, three motherfuckers in a hoodie, four guys in a hoodie. And then it was just the bloodline. Jay's gonna come out super kick. Jimmy's gonna come out super kick. Solo's gonna come out super. That's
Yeah.
every single match ended that way.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, hopefully this time is different. But what if it's not?
We'll see.
We'll have
To
to.
be
You're right.
to
We'll
be
have to
continued.
see. We'll have to see.
To be continued.
It really is to be continued. We'll definitely have to see because that's rough.
So
Let's see.
I give the match, man.
Mm.
mm, I give this match a 9.5. I can't do it. I can't. I can't give it a 10. I can't give it a 10, and my reason for not giving it a 10, because when I start, if I give that match a 10, because I put it in the range with some other great Mania matches. But if I give it a 10, that means I'm saying that match is equivalent to Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker at WrestleMania 25.
Right.
I'm
Right.
saying that's Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar at Mania 19. I'm saying it's, you get what I'm saying? Like,
I get what you're saying.
if I
No,
give
you're
it
right for
that
that.
10, I'm saying that match is
Yeah.
equivalent to those matches. But I
Yeah.
feel like with a 9.5, I put it in the range with your Cody's versus Romans.
Mm-hmm.
I put it in the range with your Rock versus Austin. I
Yeah.
put it in that range, and I feel like that's what it fits more at.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's my only reason I can't give it that 10.
I
Because
feel like
that 10 is like,
yeah, that's for the matches that are just like once in a lifetime matches
exactly.
for sure. That's fair. That's super fair. Um, shit. It's hard. It's hard to be unbiased in this situation. Uh, but damn. Um, I think I'm giving this match about. I'm stuck between an 8 and an 8.5. I'm swimming in there. Um, damn. It's just I think I'm gonna go with an 8. I'm gonna go with an 8. I really love the in ring of this match. I really loved it. The build, as I said, I'm always going into it with build too, not just the in ring. The in ring really carried this match. I think what they did in the ring was almost better than the entire build that they had for it. Um, I did love a lot of CM Punk's promos for damn sure. I love those. But a reason why I'm giving it an 8 is just because I honestly, you bringing up all those other matches just really solidified that I don't think it's at that level. I don't think it's close to. I don't even think that. And mind you, I really fuck with Punk, but I don't think this match is equivalent to Roman versus Cody when Cody won that title. When we had
Mm.
all those people come back and we had that. I don't even think it. I don't think it's to me. It's not equal to that. If I had to pick one to rewatch, I'd rewatch the Cody versus Roman one for me personally. So that's why I just can't put it at that tier, at that upper echelon. Like I said, I'm gonna be a little biased because fuck Roman, but eight, eight is a solid number. I feel like 8 is a great number, especially for WrestleMania. The build could have used a lot, honestly, a lot of help, but for what it was, I'm giving it an 8, and I think that's fair.
Yeah, it is. I think that's cool. I think I rated it. I rated it high.
You did, you rated it. I was surprised, like I gotta put that in the chat. They gotta know what you just said. They gotta know. Cass just said a WWE match was a 9.5 in the Paul Levesque era.
Oh man.
Damn.
Oh man, don't do that.
You gotta give Paul his credit, huh?
He he's gonna take the credit. Trust me on
Listen,
that.
Paul gonna take the credit like he was the one who fucking had the match, bro.
Oh, he is. You seen him come out doing Oba and Brock the whole rest of the.
Yo, that shit pissed me the
Soon
fuck
as he said,
off,
soon as he
bro.
seen people saying this is the real main event, he like, nope, let me come out every week with him.
Yeah, bro. Like it was so funny because he had no reason to be there. He added nothing to that story. He was just there to show his face, bro. Just to show
Yeah,
face. Like,
yeah. He want that credit.
I think he was so proud of that. Like, I did that shit. Yo, you know he gonna claim Oba as his, right?
Oh, you know it.
You know it. When
That's his
Oba's a
creed.
world champion, everybody's like, "Yo, Oba is great. Oba's one of the best." He gonna be like, "Yeah, and that's because of me. That's under
Yeah,
all of that."
yeah. We thought he was the best option for our future. So, I made a creative decision to give him the world title. I said 1,000 miles. Man, I already
Yo,
know it's coming.
I'm telling you, Oba gonna be the name he spit out.
I know it's
It's like,
coming.
oh, Triple H don't make stars. What about Oba Femi?
All right. I
Wow,
said it coming.
it's coming. Um, all right, so we got through that. It's time. It is time to wage the war